Welcome to the Mighty Nerd Podcast, the only podcast that is scientifically proven to not squad their suicide. I'm FistTruck, and today I'm joined by my buddies, HeyyyyyTony.
What's up, man?
And Solid Snarf.
That was perfect. Perfect.
Thank you.
Was.
Thank you.
Well
Thank
done.
you. I did one and done.
We're
one and
keeping
done.
it. We're keeping it. One and done.
Today we're going to be talking about the Funimation, shutting down and all that kind of stuff and folding into Crunchyroll, right? I believe that's what it is.
Right,
yep. Epic or more Disney invests like 1.5 billion schmeckles into Epic to make like a Disney metaverse. I don't know, some like dystopian cult bullshit. I don't know. And Xbox considering going multi-platform with their exclusives.
Hell yeah.
So, in order of appearance, Funimation.
Yeah.
Snarf, take it away.
Well, they put in 1.5 billion to buy 9% stake in Epic. And a lot of the reasons they listed was because Fortnite.
Wait.
I
I think we got confused on something.
I
right?
definitely did just say Funimation, but okay.
Oh,
Yeah, he's talking about Funimation. I was sitting there, I was like, wait.
F and F. All right.
Okay,
you're right,
so
you're right.
Funimation is ending April 2nd, and basically no purchase digital content is moving over
Eat
to
shit.
Crunchyroll.
Right.
So for anybody that has a Funimation account, why do you have a Funimation account? Crunchyroll is better, just my opinion.
Dragon Ball.
But there are certain things that you can't receive. But see, my point is, and with all of this is, you shouldn't, but you can watch anime on other sites. You know what I'm saying? Like there are other sites to acquire anime. I'm not telling anybody to go out and steal. But
story pirate.
yeah. But Crunchyroll being a thing, Crunchyroll I feel like has most of the most updated anime. And then I get the gripes of people purchasing certain things on Funimation, but see, I never had a Funimation account. If I did have one, it was free at one point when it first started, and I just felt like Crunchyroll was the better platform to actually watch anime on at one point.
I mean, it's definitely been around as that. Wasn't that like the big first, anime streaming service?
What, Funimation?
No, Crunchyroll.
I think Funimation started. I can't be sure, but I think Funimation started before Crunchyroll.
I know Funimation's been around for a long time, just because that's been the.
But then Crunchyroll kind of just got
thing.
the forefront of like the streaming service, and then it got
the
backed.
The main reason back in the day you would have Funimation is because Funimation did all the dubs. So on Crunchyroll, like you were able to get like some sub and dubs, but Funimation had all the English translated stuff.
For those who can't read, got it.
Right. Imagine watching Dragon Ball in Japanese. Come on, man.
Dude, painful. I'm not even gonna flex. I've tried plenty of times. It was very painful.
Nah, I definitely said that to piss people off.
It's gonna make a lot of people mad, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's painful.
Yeah, that's because I had a Funimation account and a Crunchyroll account because Crunchyroll is free. You can have free account. Then they had a deal. Funimation and Crunchy had a deal that you can have all of the Funimation dubs and all of that, and everything was copacetic and everything was good. Then Sony bought out Funimation. I think
They bought out both of them. I think.
Well, they bought out Funimation, and then they took that shit off of Crunchyroll, and then they bought Crunchyroll, and we've been waiting for them to come back again. Merge again.
What's so interesting, if Sony bought out Crunchyroll, like recently, I didn't even know that you can actually access Crunchyroll through Amazon and buy a subscription through Amazon to Crunchyroll.
Yeah, Amazon has its whole like Roku streaming service type thing, like all like Plexi, like all one-stop shop.
So what I will say about that though, and this goes for anybody that's trying to use Crunchyroll on Amazon. Now that you know this, don't do it. And the reason I say that is, here's my thing, and because this comes from a person who uses the Crunchyroll app. The Crunchyroll app if you're watching subtitles, it's so much better in a much better, cleaner experience than it is going on Amazon and watching Crunchyroll through Amazon. And I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, when you're watching, imagine watching an anime or something that you can't understand the language, and the subtitles come across the screen, and it's either so fast that you can't read it, or for that matter, imagine two characters talking at the same time, and both their words are on the screen at the same time.
And you have to decipher who's saying what.
Yeah, who's saying what, and it's just like, why are you doing this? The subtitles make no sense.
Well, Amazon
so for anybody, it's
generated stuff.
They do, and it's very bad. Their closed captioning is very bad for their subtitles. I refuse. It got so much so that I actually turned my TV off, plugged in my Xbox, and said I'm going to watch Crunchyroll on my Xbox. The thing is, though, for Crunchyroll to be what it is, I think it's a good move for them to, just take Funimation. I wouldn't say take, but
consolidate
Funimation with them. Now you have a bigger, because Crunchyroll, if you watch an anime on there, they have almost every language. Portuguese, Spanish, German, French, it's all there. So it caters to every language to be able to understand what you're actually watching.
And that's all Funimation's doing also, because they, again, all the dubbing, all the translations.
Right.
Crunchyroll started their dubbing.
It started just
their own
straight
stuff.
Japanese at one point.
But like they started their dubbing journey because in retaliation to Sony buying Funimation and them leaving the platform, because like they couldn't rely on Funimation to do dubbing anymore and getting their stuff. So Crunchyroll did do their own dubbing and subbing at one point, but now they don't need to because Sony bought both of them. So for me personally, like, this is great. This is fantastic news. Sucks for people who bought like the DVD digital extra content on Funimation.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna look in the camera and say this. I'm gonna be real with you. Why the fuck are you buying DVDs? I'm sorry. No,
because you want to own something.
I understand about owning. We can go down that rabbit hole of owning, but everything is fucking digital now. Who owns a DVD player other than probably your PlayStation?
Want to own something? Let's say you're watching an anime, you really like it, and you maybe want to watch it in the future. You buy it. You buy a physical or whatever digital purchase, so you have it forever. As long as you don't lose it. But then if you buy something to have it forever, and then they still manage to take it away from you after you've purchased it, it's like, I brought a prop for this that I told them about. Bought this. It's like this stupid fucking game right fucking here, man.
Okay.
I bought this. This game is not good, by the way, but there was a dark time for people who wanted arcade racers with real cars during this entire console generation. And so, fucking Copium, Baby Needs His Crack, I bought fucking The Crew.
That game don't work no more.
It does. It does work until the end of March.
What?
Yeah, it's a live service game to drive cars. And by the way, they go, oh, hey, it's a live service game. Always keep it fucking online. And at most, in this gigantic ass map of, the condensed United States, you can play with up to 15 other people. Like, keep in mind, it takes about an hour to drive from one end of the map to the other, and there are fucking 16 people on the map.
That's insane.
That's literally, I see more people on my daily basis, and I don't leave my fucking house. That's the problem with it, is that you could buy shit, and you buy, in my case, like, being a fucking dumbass, I buy it, 10 years ago on physical, like, hey, yeah, I got my car game. Yeah, the game's not good, but it's what we got. And here we are. I can't play it again. I can never play it again.
I was about to say.
Y'all are playing Helldivers. Is that an always online game?
It is.
Yes.
In
goodbye.
Like 10 years,
goodbye.
Say goodbye.
It's done.
Like, I think all the.
It's sad to say, but this is where gaming is going.
This is where we're at. This is why we're talking about this, because this shit. I don't watch anime, and when Snarf brought up this topic, I was like, it's not gaming.
And then I was like, it is gaming. It's all gaming.
Yeah, because a lot of nerds watch anime. Like you guys,
I mean, but also, like, I've paid how much money for Destiny, and I can't play like half of the content that it launched with.
Oh
it's
yeah,
just
say I paid
gone.
for that content too. Yeah.
It's just gone.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, they
wait,
sunsetted the content because, hey, no one plays in this stuff. It's like, yeah, I don't care. I bought it. Fuck you. Like, you chose to make it.
Yeah.
You chose to
So
make it and
all
sell
of
it.
the stuff that y'all bought for Destiny is gone.
Yeah.
At least, like, how many DLCs were? You have two shitty DLCs and one really good expansion's worth of stuff just in the
Yeah.
drain.
I can't play, I think, 4 or 5 raids.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
And then they bring it back. They might bring old content back and be like, "Hey guys, we're bringing back this thing," and it's supposed to be like a "oh my god" moment, and more it's like a "fuck you."
Yeah, stuff you've already paid
Like, you
for.
must think I'm stupid.
They
Stuff-
bring back out and reskin it.
not even reskin it. Because they just update the
Dystopian.
weapons, and you pay for it again because you got to pay $40 for the new run. And it's like, but that's
It's dystopian, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, you know, and the thing I'm gonna keep saying is that for Bungie, right, with Destiny, that game's been around two specifically since 2017, right? And they're talking about, oh, people don't play this content, they keep it around. Bro, you have a game like fucking WoW that's been around for 20 years. And you can still, so you could play in 2010, they kind of revamped all the areas.
Right.
But even then, that 14-year-old content, you could go there, and when you go play there, nobody's there. It's dead. The World of Warcraft is like I Am Legend. It's dead. But they keep it because that's content people paid for, and it's a part of the game. Subscription or not, I guarantee Destiny probably makes more fucking money just because the fact of the microtransactions and bullshit that they sell.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's total nonsense. It's total nonsense.
This is where we live now.
I guess also relating to that in live service games, segue. Real short bit because none of us have played it, but I guess I just wanted to give a shout out to the Unalive Yourself team, aka the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I saw it.
Man,
I played the beta when it first dropped. That was before the game actually dropped.
Oh, we could talk about another beta in a sec. Sorry, I just remembered. Keep going.
So the game, how can I say this? The game story is really good. I actually really enjoyed the characters, the story. It reminded me of Guardians of the Galaxy with the story.
Okay. Like,
It was really fun, but it was the same, like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I said, once you finish the game,
you're done.
You're just done. Like, there's
was a
really
good
no reason to
experience,
go
and
back. You know the impact, you know the story, the quips of the characters, having fun with them, you know, the shit that people say, stuff like that. It's really a fun experience the very first time, but there's no replayability. It gets really repetitive after a while, and you're just like, what the fuck? Why
it's
am I
done.
playing
It's
this
done.
anymore?
It's a one and done.
So,
It's good. And
you
that's
know, like, it's repetitive gameplay, just like anything else, but, well, I can't say anything else, but just like certain other things. But after a while, I was just like, all right, I can see me getting bored of this after a while. I'm good.
Yeah.
So I just didn't bother to play, you know, I'm a day one asshole. I played things day one, you know what I mean? So, but there's certain things that I'm just not going to waste my money on because I feel like, does it have any replayability?
Yeah.
And for me, no.
It gives me like from personal experiences, Crackdown vibes. Like,
Yes.
you queue it
just
up with
they're
friends,
jumping up
and it's fun for a while, but then it's like, do I really want to play through this whole thing?
Yeah.
Right.
I went the extra mile and saw a bunch of spoilers for the game, which I will not talk about here because after just having 2 episodes where we talk about spoilers, I'm not going to do that. I don't know about this one, man. I don't know. Someone in that studio after writing that story should be like, you know what, man, this ain't it. But just saying. And watching a lot of gameplay and, you know, like, hey, my mic, nice. Watching gameplay, watching my friend play, it's just like, it doesn't look bad, but it also doesn't look, I'm not going to say good, but it just seems so inoffensive. You know, like, it's just it works. And that's it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem exciting. It doesn't seem interesting. It's a shame.
I think the beta, when I played it, the most interesting thing about it was traversing. I enjoyed that. But I will say, I don't understand. Like, when I watch other people play, maybe because they got a little deeper into the game than I do, there's so much shit on screen. I'd just be so lost as to what is doing what, the attacks, who's doing what. It is a lot going on. And maybe it's just my age. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older where I can't keep up with video games.
It's a lot of clutter. It's a lot of clutter.
It's
and the thing is that it's like, it's style over substance, because when you see what they're actually doing, it's like, oh, okay, this is just like I don't know. I think Anthem did it cooler, and Anthem has its own fucking problems.
Yeah.
You know, but it's still just like, it looks like a third person shooter with like, I don't know how to explain it other than like, yeah, it looks fine, but it also looks so, I don't know, bland is the word to use, because it does have style to it, but more just like, I don't know, man. It looks like a designed by committee or some shit. Like
does it have that, like, I don't know. DC movies have this type of look that I feel is just like kind of bland and washed out. Does it have that kind of look?
No, you talking about those are the fucking what's his face movies, right? Zack Snyder.
Are they all Zack Snyder?
Well, the ones I remember looking washed out, yeah. At least there wasn't like the Batman one and Superman and shit. Yeah.
But for this game, I'd just say that the story's good. Like, and nobody can take that away from the story. I actually enjoyed just watching somebody play it and keep up with the story and the characters and stuff like that. Other than that, though, like I don't think that's a day one purchase.
Especially for the legs to be a live service game, it's not. That ain't happening. Like I know I was checking it on fucking Steam charts, and it's looking, or not Steam charts, it's SteamDB, and it's looking pretty grim. Because like, let's see, SteamDB, they're like 5,000 people in the game right now, and the game came out just a week ago.
Yeah.
That's pretty. I mean, I know it's Steam is not the only place we could get the game, but it can be pretty indicative of how things are looking. That's pretty grim. But at least on Steam, the user reviews are 81% positive, so that's something.
Well, there's a game for everybody, and this isn't our game, so take it.
Let's talk about a game for nobody. I'm sorry, just going to talk about another live service game that I saw. I saw like 2-3 hours of this on Twitch, and it's
What game are we talking about?
I know what he's talking about. I know exactly what he's talking about.
We like to call it the Sea of Thieves we have at home. We'll call it somehow it's more baby than Assassin's Creed ship combat. I don't know how the fuck this should have been taken out back like old Yeller years ago. But here we have it, where now there's an open beta for Skull and Bones like a week before the fucking game comes out. That bitch is done, bro. Oh my god, that is
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been talking a lot. You guys do.
No, Ubisoft. Don't get me started. No.
Yo, Ubisoft.
Okay, so here,
Ubisoft.
see what I'm saying? Look, they have a bad track record, bro. The only good thing that they put out lately was that Prince of Persia game. Other than that, Ubisoft is ass. Like they're a bad company. I know people probably gonna bash me because they love the Assassin's Creed. I get it. I loved Assassin's Creed when it first dropped years ago.
Yeah.
But lately it's just been the same shit over and over and over again. And my problem with the Skull and Crossbones game is, right, if you go back, if you are interested in being a pirate, go play Assassin's Creed Black Flag. If you really want to be a pirate and you really want to go play Sea of Thieves. Do not play this game. Even though Sea of Thieves is I wouldn't say totally different, but it has a different type of style.
Yeah. The thing with Sea of Thieves is like Sea of Thieves has a lot of downtime in it, but Sea of Thieves captures the best thing the game does is when you're on your ship. Like it captures the whole ship thing perfectly. And the thing is that controlling your ship in Assassin's Creed, like in Black Flag and all the other ones, I know Black Flag it was a bit better than it was in like in Origins and Odyssey. But like you know, it's simple. It's intended for you to get on there. You get into ship combat. It's cool. Like that's good.
Right.
On a live service game, which Skull and Bones is clearly is. I don't think that gameplay system is strong enough to form a whole game around like that. Like in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, you still got off the boat, you did shit, all that kind of stuff. And like Skull and Bones, that is the fucking game. Yeah. In Sea of Thieves, and the thing is that like the boat combat, so somehow it's more simple than it was in Assassin's Creed. Like your dudes are on the boat with. Imagine firing cannons on a boat going like a machine gun. Mm-hmm. It's like a machine gun. And I was watching some dude stream this shit, and he's on a fucking boat that's held together by fucking thoughts and prayers. This shit was nothing but planks of wood and like t-shirts for sales. It was fucking is a dog shit boat. The man had no weapons. All he had were sharpened sticks. Fucking spears, but not even good spears. I'm saying like sharpened sticks that he could throw at boats. And there were 2 boats, like galleons or whatever, big ass boats with cannons and the whole 9 yards fighting each other. He gets involved in that fight and he's just throwing spears at boats and doing fucking damage. I just spit on my monitor. And he's doing not a lot of damage, but still he's doing damage by throwing spears at a boat. He gets in a head-on collision with one of these boats that are like 4 to 5 times his size, and it's just boom. It's like bumper cars. And all that it does is like, oh hey, my fucking boat's health bar went down. And see at these, if you get into a collision, you shit your pants. It's and things that Sea of Thieves is not perfect. But when you're on the boat and you're doing boat shit, that game is like, I think that's the benchmark. It's like trying to make a shooter, like for the most part, any modern shooter, and not referring to the way Call of Duty like has their gunplay works. Call of Duty always gets guns right. Like firing a gun is fun. It's fun enough. You know, as long as you're trying to like, if you want to be a realism stickler, different story. But like, Call of Duty gets gunplay right. Sea of Thieves, I think, perfected the boat stuff. When you get in ship-to-ship combat and Sea of Thieves, you have someone who's, like, assuming you're in a squad of 4, you have someone who's piloting the ship. You have probably, like, 2 people that are manning the cannons. And then you have one guy that's under the deck just running like a madman, patching up holes, dumping out water, putting out fires. Like, it's so dynamic, and the thing is that trying to shoot another ship, if you guys aren't right next to each other to see if these with a cannon, is so fucking hard. You have to like adjust for the distance, the waves, all sorts of shit like that. And the thing is just that it's sick. It's so fucking sick. And in this game, all it is just like the way it was Assassin's Creed. A gigantic line appears, it points at the boat, and then your guys just fucking open up the cannon minigun on them. It's so boring. It looks so boring. I don't know how the fuck this was a thing. Like, after just talking about Suicide Squad, at least that game looks like it has more of a fucking identity than this thing. Oh my God.
So for anybody here that doesn't know what a live service game is, I just want to put that out because there are people that I've been in chats with people and they're like, what's live service? And let's be clear. Live service is a game for which a video game publisher plans to continue providing new content which is sold to the player at incremental rates. So that sounds familiar because a lot of your games are going to be live services for the next, I think, 10 or are that already for the next 10 to 20 years. I believe that's what video games are already there, but it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
It's going to get worse before it gets better. My issue, like what we talked about, I know I said, you know, who owns DVDs anymore, but I said that in a playful manner just because of the simple fact is, right, like owning something is so much better. And me, Solid, and Fist have said this before. Video games should not be at the cost that they are because of the fact of the matter is, back in the day, you used to get a disc, you used to get a book, used to get a map, you used to get something to put up on your wall, you know, all types of, you know, memorabilia, stuff like that when you bought an edition of a game.
I mean, you got a complete game. That was the
You got a
thing.
complete game.
Even
you didn't need to get
aside
any
from all the-
updates.
Yeah, even aside from all the little pack-ins, booklets, maps, or whatever it may be, your game was fucking done.
Complete.
It was done. And the thing is that like now I don't like I will say I'm not necessarily against a like $70 game if it's like for example Elden Ring. If Elden Ring's like $70, which it wasn't, but a game
Elden
like that
Ring was complete.
it was complete. I don't have a problem spending $70 on something that's like complete because, you know, if you adjust for inflation and shit, games are technically cheaper. But the thing is that like for all these games that are charging $70, your Suicide Squads, your, you know, Skull and Bones or whatever fucking games, they have so much shit that they're selling you after you buy the game already that they never needed to increase the game by $10 in the first place. Like the first games to go to $70 were Call of Duty, fucking Madden, 2K. Do you think those games had a problem making money in the first place? They were the benchmark for making money, at least within console and PC gaming. It's total bullshit. It's total bullshit.
Yeah. As far as Skull and Bones, I don't think any of us are gonna play it.
That shit's dead. That shit's dead.
Yeah, that's dead
That
on
shit's
arrival
dead.
for me.
Like
So
I tried to
Ubisoft lucky they
hesitate.
got my money with Prince of Persia. I don't usually give my money to Ubisoft, but I refuse. I try to stand on that hill, and so many people during stream was just like, "Bro, you're really playing an Ubisoft game?" And
If
I
it's
was
good,
like,
it's good. It's good.
It's good. I can't really complain. Like, granted, I give Ubisoft a hard time. I hate them as a company, but
For good reason.
that game was good.
It's good.
You know, I could sit and die on this hill and be like, you know, I'm one of those people that be like, I'll bash a company or a game, but if it's good,
You vote
it's
with your
good.
wallet. You vote
Yeah,
with your wallet.
so
That's all.
it's just this-
That's like for me. I really like the their Breath of the Wild clone, Immortals: Phoenix Rising. I think that game, to be honest, I had more fun with that than fucking Zelda. But like,
What are they published under?
Yeah, it's good.
Like what that's a Ubisoft something.
original, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Ubisoft
I mean, it's
Originals.
a Ubisoft game, but the only thing is that like, I mean, they've also put out games. It's over a big span of time. Okay, I'm not saying it was recent,
Right.
but even during this whole like dystopian fucking like Assassin's Creed, you know, and your like dog shit Ghost Recon or something like that. You know, there was like I mean, it's a long time ago. It was like Rayman Legends,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was
good.
really good.
And we
Obviously
did
Watch
play the
Dogs.
shit out of Ghost Recon.
Yeah, Watch Dogs was not. Yeah. But I will say I did like. I think Watch Dogs 2 is legitimately good. It's just that unfortunately they squandered so much goodwill with Watch Dogs for a good reason.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Watch
that game
Dogs
didn't do
1 just
shit. Really shit. Yeah, that shit.
there's only 2 games that even with me being a Destiny fan and literally getting screwed over, like I know what's happening and I'm still gonna spend money on it. There's only 2 games that just to my core give me bad
heebie-jeebies.
memories. Yeah, it's Watch Dogs 1 because I spent money on it and I didn't, and you know, at that time it was like I had to choose one game and it was that game, and that disappointed me beyond compare. And LA Noire, because I remember
you know, that game was actually.
it was good for what it was, but it
was
wasn't
good for what it was,
they
and then
were
after a
selling
while,
as.
it just wasn't good anymore.
I did not like that game. I remember because it came out 360. It came in 3 discs, I think.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And I got past the first disc, and I was just like, "All right, let's see where we're going." You get a promotion, and it's just like you're doing the same shit.
Same
It's like, hey,
thing.
it's another
Yeah,
game.
it got really.
I gave it back to my cousin. I'm like, I'm done with this. It's boring.
I bought it because I was reading Game Informer magazine, and they had a whole piece on it, LA Noire, and all they were showing was shotgun combat, and there's and I
that
saw
was
gun combat.
The combat.
It was like
There's
the
so
cover
little of it, and it
system so
wasn't
good.
even good.
Yo.
It wasn't even good.
I was so. Also, I was younger and impulsive. Well, you know, a kid. You don't do that to a child. You don't break a child's dream.
You were an adult. You were an adult.
Was
I'm just
I?
saying.
I
You were
wasn't
legal.
in high school.
You were legal. Well, it could have been high school for you, but
Yeah, but I think I was in high school. Pretty sure I was in high school.
L.A. Noire.
LA Noire.
2011.
Oh shit! Never mind.
He was out of high school.
Disregard.
Yeah, he was legal. He was legal.
Just disregard
Yeah.
everything I just said.
What's that?
I'm
Yo,
an idiot.
Ubisoft made the only live service game that I know of that's worked at launch, which is the Division 2.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the only live service game I've ever seen that at launch had content and worked. Which is one hell of a standard to fucking,
I mean,
you know.
Division's good.
there's been other ones. Destiny worked at launch.
Oh.
It did not.
Follow those three things. What I say? No, I said two things. Had content and it worked.
Okay, my
Had
bad.
content and it worked.
Had content and it worked. All right, all right.
Yeah. Their one thing Destiny did not have at launch is fucking content.
It didn't have any content. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay,
Both
all
of them. Like,
But to be well, the second no,
Anthem.
you're right.
It had the story, and then the raid came out a little bit later.
Yeah.
And then that was that until the next DLC, which was
It was
You guys are-
it was a while
painful.
before we got that.
That
It was a
was-
you
while
guys are
before we
playing
got that.
Helldivers, right? Live service,
Yes.
connection issues.
Okay, so here's
But no,
the thing
because it's
about
bigger.
that.
It's bigger than they thought it would be. It's bigger.
Right.
It's a good problem to have,
to-
but it's still a problem. Still a
To
problem.
be fair, when they started, it was connectivity issues. Like you said, it was because of the simple fact of they didn't expect the amount of people to jump on it like they did.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'm not trying to bash the company, but you should know better when you have people like Shroud, when you have the Summit ones, you have these big streamers, you give the access too early and let them stream and have the
they're loving it.
if you
If they're
watch
loving
them right, you have them watch it, like they're the only ones that are available to actually, you get extra content by watching them. And then they say they like the game. You don't expect people to go and buy the game and be like, oh, okay, well, now I want to play it because Shroud's playing it, or, you know, Summit's playing. Like, it at this point, you only have yourself to blame. You get what I'm saying? At that point, I get it from a money standpoint. Like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to buy all of this stuff that I need, this server space and all this stuff that I need to have good connectivity for all of these
But
gamers.
it's published by Sony, right?
This is my problem. That was my problem when I first heard that, because I was just like, y'all have the money to support this. Y'all, what's going on? But to Solid's point, and Solid, you can touch on this more. They brought out an update for Steam quickly. Sony, however, I think the update just pushed today.
Yeah, because
It just pushed today.
it's they have to go through a big process for when you're releasing new stuff on console. You can't just release updates when you want to, like well, you can't do that on Steam either, but Steam has a faster return rate. That Sony's, even though it's Sony published, like they're gonna get their updates second, which is a few days. I can be patient because it is a good fucking game. Like
Yeah. But nonetheless,
surprisingly.
like good or bad, motherfucker got to work. Like it's got to work.
Yeah.
It's got to work.
I'm not wrong.
Right.
So two issues ran into day one was connectivity issues, which they brought the servers offline. I think it took like 10 minutes. They're fast about it. They're fast about it. Like, to their credit, they're fast about it. Took everything offline, rebooted it up, and it was stable after that. I think I got kicked out once afterwards. And I ran into this issue on the PS5, which I saw online is also a thing people are complaining about, where it's like you load into an instance and then there's this glitch that happens that just destroy your frame rate and you have to reset the game.
That has happened to me only once in all my time of playing.
Yeah,
it only happened to me once.
Yeah. But that was
Annoying.
it was annoying, but also like, I don't know. I found the humor in it because my guy was held like this because I was in it for so long and he wouldn't move.
Yeah.
Well, he would move, but he would move like this. And when I was shooting like this. My gun was up in the air, and I was able to shoot all the guns, the bugs, and bugs were moving weird, and it's just like slowly I just saw the game die in front of me.
Just devolve.
Yeah.
I feel like we as consumers have gotten to a point with video games where we are okaying trash. Like I don't like to be that guy, but I feel like I'm part of the problem too. And let me when I look in the camera and I say this, I'm talking to every one of you guys that's actually watching
Heart to heart.
this podcast. We are part of the problem. Keep buying shit that's broken. I like all of us. We buy broken games. It's bad. Live service, Helldivers. I enjoy the game for what it is, and I love the game, but it still didn't work on launch. Well, yeah, it worked, but it didn't. If that makes sense.
This is a you day one.
Okay, so
you guys are day one motherfuckers. This ain't a me problem.
I am a day one motherfucker. I am part of the problem. The problem for me though was it worked solid, but it only worked when I was playing with you guys, when I was playing with my friends. Mm-hmm. If I wanted to jump in, which that game is based off of, you need friends to play. After you get to a certain difficulty, there is no more, oh, I'm going to jump in and do anything on my own.
Right.
You're meant to have a squad. If you are a solo player at the very beginning, you cannot play. Why? Because connectivity issues. It took me at least 45 minutes to join on one other squad.
Have your when you throw out an SOS, did that work ever?
Never. Nobody ever joined on me in an SOS. I threw out an SOS.
God.
You know how you oh my God, yeah. You know how
in Monster Hunter you can throw out.
So that's what I equated
Monster
it to.
Hunter don't work either. Monster Hunter doesn't fucking work on PC.
Oh, okay.
There's connectivity issues and it's always had them and never been fixed.
So that's my problem in Monster Hunter, at least for me in Monster Hunter. I throw out SOS, some hunter will randomly join maybe 10, 15 minutes later. Now, playing this game, it equated to the same thing. You throw out an SOS, shit comes down. It's supposed to send out an SOS to allow anybody that hits quick play to just be able to randomly join you. You know what happened? I played the whole fucking mission 40 minutes in. Nobody ever joined. And this is supposed to be 15, 17,000 people just randomly playing on that.
Not with you. Not with you, though.
So, not with me.
You smell like shit. Yo, that's it. Everyone, that guy over there smells.
My gripe, again, I love Helldivers. My gripe, though, I pressed the quick play button. You know what happens? It says, hey, we're joining or connecting to another session. Failed to join session. That happened to me for at least 35, 40 minutes. I went online to look up some fixes. Fix was, hey, turn the cross-platform off. That may help. Turned it off. It got me a little further. I actually seen my ship go into orbit and go into hyperspace and then join another 3 or 4 ships in hyperspace. Hey, you're joining the session. You know what happened afterwards? Failed to join the session. My ship takes off. All right. Alone again. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So
all right. We're fixating on all the things that's wrong.
No,
justifiable.
Yeah. Like we've said multiple times. I haven't played it, but watching you guys play, it looks good. But we cannot excuse things that don't work when it comes out.
And it's like that.
Again, this is not a beta. This is the actual game.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
If you go watch a fucking movie, and half the movie is censored for some fucking reason or pixel, like the fucking, you spend half the time in your theater and that bitch is buffering for some reason. It goes to 144p. You will watch your fucking money back.
That would be
crazy.
Would.
Even if it was
you see when you change the logic, like what he's saying right now makes 100% sense. If
like,
this was
even
a movie,
if it was like,
you'd be
I
pissed.
love The Godfather. Godfather is one of my favorite movies of all time. And if I go to movie theater and see that fucking classic and the movie breaks for some reason, I want my fucking money back. I don't care if the movie's nice.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is. That's just how it is.
That's how
but the thing is that in gaming, like, you know, I'm not going to say we're cool with it, but we keep buying games or like the day they fucking come out when we know they're not going to work. Even like Diablo 4. Like, I have Diablo 4. I bought it 10 months after the game came out. Or not 10 months. 8 months after the game came out. 6 months. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But I bought it 6 months after the game came out. Big Blizzard, Activision Blizzard before Microsoft got the multi-dollar company.
Multi-dollar, right? Yeah.
couldn't have enough server capacity for Diablo 4. Like, how the fuck do you not know that a shit ton of people are going to play this? Diablo is like one of the franchises of all time or some shit. It's like, or one of the largest ones, most notable ones. And you had to wait 2 to 3 fucking hours to get into the game when it came out. You get into the game, play for 30 minutes and get kicked off. And somehow people are cool with that.
So one thing I will say to be legit for server capacity and dedicated servers and everything. Let's go down a rabbit hole just a bit. And the reason I'm gonna defend them just a bit is because on release, if you release a game at midnight or at a certain time, everybody's gonna jump into it all at the same time. That is a flooding. That's basically you flooding all the capacity of your service all at the same time. Now, one game that was a live service that did they stuff well, and I wondered why they did it. What was the game that I don't know if we all played it, but there was a game that they released the game. Every time zone had a different time of release to make sure that it didn't flood the servers. I can't remember which game it was.
It was recent. I know what you're talking about. Was it Tekken?
It was a game that was it?
No, it wasn't Tekken.
There was a game that did that. Was it Tekken?
Tekken released everything at once, like across.
There was a game that did that. I just can't remember, but their servers held up because they did it that way. So because I'm gonna release it here at midnight. I'm gonna release it over here at 6 a.m. But they're staggered. So midnight at 6 a.m. These people wouldn't be on at the same time So it made it so that everybody could play, and it wasn't server issues. I just can't remember the name of the game. It'll come to me eventually. Yeah. But that is my only thing of giving them some leeway. But my problem is, single player games, we don't have this issue. Why? Because they are single player games. Most single player games, Prince of Persia, God of War. Well, you say that you're making me kind of shun a little bit because if single player games start doing that, then there's really no reason to ever buy anything there.
It's a live service. Live service is going for everybody. Yeah. Imagine Final Fantasy is going to turn into live service. Final Fantasy 7, like a single player.
Why in the fuck would you do that?
That is a good question. Why in the fuck would you do that? Money, all right? That's the answer.
Wait, it's not, right? It's not, right?
No. But I'm just saying that's the future, right? Like the shit we're talking about now, 10 years ago, would be like, nah, they wouldn't do that to us. They wouldn't do that to us. They did it to us. They did.
Sometimes it'd be your own. All right. Well, we have been on that for way longer than I thought.
You brought up Monster Hunter. I just thought of something that I did this week. So Capcom had like a survey that they wanted people's input, so that you like vote on like what you want to see from the company. So you go online, you do that whole thing, you get a nice phone background. It's fun. Here's what I didn't see. So I'm running through all the games, all the questions. They're like, hey, what do you think of Capcom? How do you see Capcom? One's like a trendsetter, a weird company, a Japanese company, so on and so forth. You can choose 3 of the options. And then they came to what games would you like to see remakes or sequels of? And like
Exo Primal.
No, but I definitely told them about Exo Primal. I gave my 10 cents worth of Exo Primal.
Your dumbass game design chaps my ass.
Here's what I didn't see. I didn't see the option for Mega Man X series. I saw an option for like the original Mega Man. I don't understand the fixation of the original, of making new original Mega Man games and not using the Mega Man X fucking type of gameplay. Because the Mega Man X gameplay is just superior to the Mega Man gameplay in every way, in my opinion.
Yeah, Mega Man X was that guy's game, right? I forgot his fucking name. The Mighty Number 9 guy.
Yeah. Well, he's given. It's not just him. It's not just him. All right, it's
No,
not.
I know it's not just
But
him,
he
but maybe
left
I don't
the
know.
company, and
Sometimes they
everybody-
beef, and you know they just be like, "Yo, fuck him,
but it's
fuck everything about him."
but-
No, guy got no meat. That's all. Just
like I played the original Mega Man games, and I played Mega Man X games. Like maybe it's just nostalgia sake, but Mega Man X is what I started with, right?
Mhm.
There's just it seems like there's no proclivity to do anything with Mega Man X at all.
at all.
You know
At
what I'm
all.
saying?
I mean, they barely have anything to do with Mega Man. Fucking,
but when they
in general,
when
but
they
yeah.
do Mega Man,
It's a classic
stuff,
one. Yeah.
it's the classic shit where he's jumping like that, and it's like, what? I don't want to play that.
That Mega Man sucks. The Mega Man, he can't wall bounce.
Yeah, he can't wall bounce, and
He doesn't have a sword. You know.
yeah, it's I don't know. Why can't we have the good Mega Man? Like, come on, man, please, Capcom, please. That's the only thing that I took away from that survey. Yeah, and
Like
also
Mega what now?
yeah, Mega Man Legends 3, please. Capcom, please.
Rip in peace, yeah. Rip in peace. Rest in piss. That shit's gone.
Yeah, that's gone. I know. Curb your expectations.
Yeah. All right. So, what's our next story? Oh, okay. Now you could talk about this in the way that she's opened it up before, Snarf. Disney invests $1.5 billion into Epic and Fortnite and stuff.
Disney, well, yeah, they bought 9% stake in the company, and they're talking the way they talked about it on their like, I don't know what you call it, a blog
Press
post,
release or something.
press release, blog post. They were heavily skewed towards skewing the reasons towards Fortnite. It's like, oh, all of our collaborations with live events with Fortnite. It's like, that's a lot. But also, you know, they said other stuff like the Unreal Engine. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
They've already made a couple of their games off of the Unreal Engine, like I forgot which one.
Disney
DreamWorks, and yeah,
Kingdom Hearts 3, if that means it.
yes,
Was it Disney? Was it
Kingdom
Disney
Hearts 3.
DreamWorks?
Yeah, it was on Unreal
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was also one that they mentioned. It's like, it seems like that's where they're putting their
But
investment in.
Dreamlight Valley.
Because
Oh, that's yeah.
you know, ever since Lucas Arts officially like got melded
Bought.
into the full company.
Yeah.
They've been outsourcing all of their games to different publishers. They tried Square Enix. That was Avengers. Didn't stick well.
That was from Marvel. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was really good. Hey, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Get that?
Yeah, it's weird. All these companies that are focused on like single player experiences going into live service, like it's like Rocksteady for
Yeah,
Suicide
Unalive
Squad.
Yourself team. Yeah.
yeah.
I told everybody that eventually Disney's gonna try to buy a game company.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's
I
gonna
mean,
be
they
Epic.
had their own for a while.
They-
I think
They did at one point, right?
it was
Yeah.
called the Buena Vista Games. I remember that
And-
specifically. Whenever you would start up Kingdom Hearts 2, it would say Square Enix and Buena Vista Games.
And they own LucasArts,
Gotcha.
you know, so
No, LucasArts is dead.
LucasArts is
They're
dead.
dead.
Okay.
Dead.
Well,
yeah,
they
like
did
the
that
game-
That's dead.
yeah,
Then
they're
I thought
gone.
Disney owned it.
They
own it,
killed
but they killed
them. They killed them.
Yeah.
They're gone. They're gone. Gone.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
Ben went like that was. Remember Star Wars 1313?
Oh yeah.
You remember
13.
that? It's we're going a bit
It's a
back.
bounty hunter
Bounty thing.
focused one.
It was held.
Oh, I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
remember that. Okay.
Yeah, when that
Okay.
game got taken out back, they got taken out back with LucasArts, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
I think
Yo,
Disney
Tony's crying. Okay, calm down.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Disney owns like they're just putting out their IPs, right? They're shelling out
Yeah.
their IPs to other companies that do this, and you know it's smart to do Epic Games. It's like no brainer because they have a platform that they can build all of their games on that everybody's going to use anyway. They can get cheaper prices for using their engine, you know, the Unreal Engine, to make their games, and they get a kickback for every time that they a company uses Unreal Engine. So yeah, it's a no-brainer.
So it was LucasArts, and then they changed it in 2021 to Lucasfilm Games. They haven't done shit yet, as far as I can tell. But yeah, in 2013 is pretty much, they had the LucasArts name, but you know, it was effectively dead.
KOTOR remake, please.
Yeah.
We talked about that last week. You know, that shit. Keep huffing your copium, man. That shit's dead. That is dead. If that game comes out, like I said, I'm pretty sure I said this last week. If that game comes out in the first place, I'll be shocked.
Yeah.
I'll be legitimately mega shocked, like shitting pants shocked, if that game comes out and it's good. Like, and I know KOTOR is good. Don't get me wrong.
KOTOR is good, yeah.
But they could still fuck it up. Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like three has aged. Yeah. Like GTA 3's aged like a fine milk.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Vice City, and especially San Andreas, because San Andreas is my favorite. But at least those two games are still good. Like they're good.
Yeah.
Especially in my opinion, San Andreas, because in that game you can at least fucking swim. But and somehow they managed to take these games that are classics and totally fuck it up.
Yeah.
So it's possible. It's possible.
Like that name change is bad. I don't know. LucasArts to Lucasfilm Games.
Lucasfilm Games.
That's just I don't like it. Tastes weird.
No, it's so I don't know. It seems like a guy. I don't know how to explain this without offending someone, but it just seems so fucking milquetoast.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
yeah. Decisions.
That's the most. That's
I
the
don't
most
like
milk
milk with my toast.
Yeah.
It's plain as fuck.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to
like a
say.
decision
It's plain as fuck.
That
I don't like milk with
somebody
my
from
toast.
It's
marketing
like some
made. It was
fucking suits were just like, maybe we just call it Lucasfilm Games, and the guys there like, you know, jerks off.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I jerk off with my pajamas on. Like that's fucking that's the kind of people who do that shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, that's just the way it is now. I think, yeah. So,
I mean, also there's a
Xbox-
whole metaverse thing. Oh, well, sorry, I was gonna say that too with the whole Disney, that kind of shit. Yeah, I feel like during COVID it was really big, or the pandemic, I should say.
Mhm.
You know, this metaverse shit and all that kind of like it's with Bitcoin and all that. No, not Bitcoin, crypto and NFTs. There you go, NFTs, that bullshit. Where it got big, but then, you know, people kind of stopped talking about it. But Disney doing this stuff, you know, like because Fortnite's huge. It's absolutely massive. We have our resident Fortnite streamer here.
Yeah,
There's that.
Full time, 100%. I think he has at least 3 years of gameplay within the past year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That Fortnite's huge. So the fact that you're incorporating you know, even larger brand within an incredibly large brand, this is, I think, how you start making like a metaverse type thing.
Yeah.
I will say I don't like it, but well.
It's going to work out for them. It's going to work out for them.
It's going to work out. Yep. So, yeah, take it away. Sorry.
Oh,
Talk about
the Xbox is considering going cross-platform
Mm.
stuff. Like,
Yep.
imagine, I would love to play Halo on PlayStation.
Or Starfield
That'd
on
be great.
PlayStation.
Please shut the, never say that again. No, you know what? Just for the shits and giggles, I would love to see my PlayStation melt running Starfield, where like just my ship is filled with shit from 8 different planets. and try to render all that physics all at once.
So yeah, I was like saw this on The Verge. I guess there was rumored that Microsoft is going to make some. They it's only started with a couple to make exclusive multi-platform. It started with but I guess currently for upcoming games it's the Indiana Jones game. Because during the when Microsoft was buying Activision Blizzard, I guess, or something, it was like some FTC versus Microsoft thing. It was found to be that that originally, when Bethesda and stuff got the whole thing, the rights for Indiana Jones from Disney, it was going to be a multi-platform game. But that was, I think, before Microsoft got them. Since then, it was changed. Obviously, when Microsoft bought Bethesda, that was going to be exclusive. But the marketing guy, Pete Hines, I believe, he's the guy who talks a lot at Bethesda. That's not Todd Howard.
Right.
And it seems like that exclusivity might, not rumored, but it might be limited. So it might be on Xbox and stuff for a few months and then come to PlayStation. But even more, I guess, relevant is that like Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves are apparently being considered for multi-platform. Rumored.
Because they did that with Death. What shit? No, shit. What's the name of
Deathloop?
the Deathloop?
But Deathloop,
is that on Xbox now?
yeah, but Deathloop, and the same with Ghostwire Tokyo. The things that those games were contracted to be on exclusive to PlayStation prior, like that shit was already, I guess, like they sealed the deal that already before Xbox bought Bethesda.
Right, but it's
Sorry.
what I'm saying. It's like they're doing a timed exclusive deal where it's like it's on platform first for a year, then it goes to Xbox. So I'm pretty sure that
the other way around.
I don't know any game off the top of my head. I haven't looked into it of Xbox doing the same thing like Deathloop. Like it was contracted for Xbox exclusive, and then it went to available for PlayStation.
It was the other way around.
I'm saying I have not seen that.
Oh, where it goes from Xbox to PlayStation?
Yeah. I've seen it from PlayStation to Xbox, but not from Xbox to PlayStation. So it's like, if they're willing to do it one way, like I would assume the hardest way to make it like that it wouldn't happen would be from PlayStation to Xbox, because they have a tight knit.
Their Xbox,
on all their
and
stuff.
Where
Xbox is more open,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd be very shocked if that were to happen. But for Hi-Fi Rush specifically, it was data mined, so these are actual things in the game. But apparently there's shirts in the game that say like fucking "I'm here now" or something like that. Let me look. Yeah, it's a blue shirt that says "I'm here, baby," and then a red shirt that says "Rock Out Anywhere." So it's like, it's like a PlayStation and a Nintendo shirt.
Oh, okay,
kind of
okay.
Yeah, like those are in the game. Yeah, they're in the game, but it's all speculation.
The more platforms you're on, the more money you can make. It's just it's a money decision at the end. It's not like I don't think
developer you can't keep nothing secret. People data mine and shit.
Bruh,
that shit's straight whack.
So super very short, and I'm very bad at doing short tangents, but in World of Warcraft, they whenever a new raid comes out, they data mine all the mechanics for the raid. Pretty much.
What's the point in playing the game at that point?
So the thing is that like they will do their best, but Blizzard does their best to obscure it. And the thing is that even if you data mine some mechanics or data mine some things coming out, you still have to learn how to deal with it, I guess. There's a lot more to it. But that's a game where pretty much data mining shit's a foregone conclusion. Like people just go, hey, look, we found the new, armor sets for next season or next patch or something like that. Data mining is just
they did that for Destiny like 1 or 2 raids. They found out.
Oh yeah, it was the previous one, right? Yeah,
was it the previous one?
Yeah, I forgot the name of it. Root of Nightmares, right? That one happened.
I think
I remember because it was the whole thing where like one group cleared it in like, I don't know, 2 minutes or something.
It was just an easy raid. Like
it was an easy raid, but even then it didn't.
Yeah, I don't know the specifics, but I know they did it for some of the raids, so it might have been the last one. But like that's again, the only frame reference I have is Destiny. So Destiny has been their world's first race, which has been supported by the Bungie. They've been pretty hush hush about it. I think they've done more good than bad than to keep all that stuff from getting leaked out.
Yeah.
WoW is like all community driven world's first runs, right?
Yeah, and also the thing is that all the raids are they have like a public test server, something like that.
Oh,
so
okay.
the raids will be on the public test server, just not the hardest difficulty for them. So that's what people are racing to beat. So you know, it's still kind of like fresh enough, but even then they still see a lot of those bosses, those hardest difficulty bosses on release. Or before release, I should say. They see them before release, but on release, they might have mechanic changes. The damage and stuff is tuned up, and they definitely don't see the last boss.
That's a damn shame. That's a damn
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah, it's just the, you know, the way it is. And at the very least, doing the public testing ensures that the bosses, for the most part, work when the game comes out, when the patch comes out. So there's that.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just say in Destiny's case, launchers.
Yeah.
The launchers, right?
The launchers were completely
that's a mechanic that should have been much like Suicide Squad taking out back, or Skull and Bones taking out back before it came out.
I guess it's better now, but like I can consistently do it, but it's because I have to do a certain controller input to make sure
working
it
as
works.
intended is bad. Even if when it works as intended, it's still a bad mechanic. So I would not. Bullshit. You liked it?
No,
Remember,
I think it's cool. I'm talking about
It's a cool
implementation.
concept.
Yes, cool concept. Cool
but
concept.
poor execution, not a good mechanic.
Yes.
It's not good.
I think
bullshit.
It's a cool,
this one time
I think it's a cool mechanic. But it just doesn't work.
You know, there was a time we were playing it and you got launched into fucking Exodia's Oblivion 30 times in a row. And we were stuck on that bitch for like 1 or 2 hours when we already have done it multiple times before because the physics, like 3 floors, you'd go to floor -1 and I'd get sent from 1 to 3. There's times I'd get launched and die on impact because it launched me so fucking hard.
All you gotta do is hold back on the controller while you're launching forward.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, what a good mechanic. You have to fucking do quarter circle forward just to have shit work properly. Fucking first person shooter. Short tangent. Be crazy that just to see like exclusives go multi-platform. Exclusives go multi-platform.
Yeah.
Well, I'm bad at having short tangents. I'm semi all right at remembering what the fuck we were talking about in the first place.
This is the childhood dream. All games on every platform. You don't have to worry about platforms. Also, you know,
Nintendo. I don't think Nintendo will.
No fucking way, bro. Never.
Nintendo will never bite.
But it's good, you know, because Nintendo is shit at making, you know, safe systems, so you can just play it on your PC.
You just hack the fuck out of them. Or just download emulator.
Doesn't matter.
Nintendo will never bite.
No. And you know what? Nor should they.
Yeah. All right, so let's wrap this up by talking about what we're all currently playing. Tony, go for it.
A little bit of Helldivers. A lot of Helldivers. Playing a lot of Helldivers too. Fortnite is still on the docket. Party Animals. If you haven't played Party Animals, you're missing out. Party Animals is an incredible fun game. Bring your Tylenol, and the reason I say that is it gives you headaches from laughing. Party Animals, Fortnite, Helldivers. Little Tekken sprinkled in here and there when I feel like it, because I don't like getting my ass kicked constantly. And that's about it right now. Specifically Helldivers 2, which I'm gonna get back to right after we're done here. Yeah, that's about it for me.
Yeah.
How about you, boys?
Helldivers. A little bit of Tekken. Still trying to platinum Final Fantasy VII. I got through the hard mode campaign. That's not the hardest part. I saw. There are these trials. That guy that I was fighting, the one dude that was fucking with me up, I beat him last night.
Nice.
At 2 in the morning. At
2 a.m. 2 a.m. No sleep. Nice.
It was like 3, but yeah.
3. Okay. And then there's one more. That's that. It's 5 boss battles back to back. But since I beat that dude, I have 2 items that
the easy mode button.
Hopefully easy mode win.
Hopefully, yeah.
It just gives you limit break immediately, and I can just spam that What else? I think that's it. I've been bouncing between Helldivers and that. Tekken a little bit. Tekken, I'm just waiting to platinum Final Fantasy before I can get into Tekken, because right now I'm just resting on my laurels. I haven't even learned the new heat system. Yeah, dude, Helldivers. Feels like I haven't gotten. There are situations in that game that just make you tense up, and it's like, oh shit, this is happening, oh shit, and like you're audibly like, yo, kill this thing, it's on me, it's eating me, nah.
There's a lot of that going on.
I haven't felt that reaction in a game in many years.
It has been a while since I felt like that playing a game.
Feels like my friends are over for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right.
Yeah, that $40 game after all the stuff that we went in on, that's the game. That's the game right there for party fun. Yeah. What are you doing, Fists?
Also playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I have one day we'll talk about pacing again or some shit. I don't know if we talked about it before, but I think we did. Pacing in that game is just
well, like we keep on talking about it. Like every time we bring it up, the pacing is terrible. But now that you've come back to it 3 years later, you like when we're on Discord at night, you are audibly like way more frustrated.
I was mad. It wastes your time so much. But I'm enjoying it overall. You know, like an abusive relationship kind of thing, I guess. It was about like 2/3 of the way through that on hard. Kind of put Dragon Quest to the side for a little bit because my itch for JRPGs, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go play the one for me, and that's Final Fantasy X. So I've also been playing that a lot.
So question about the JRPGs. I know this is going a little off tangent. Are you planning on getting sand? What is it, sand?
I'll just say no.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't know. No, the Sandlot, like the baseball.
No. So it looks like a Dragon Quest game, but I think it's called Sand Kingdom or Sand. I can't remember. Let me see if I can pull it up.
If I type in the Sandlot, it's gonna give me that fucking thing. The Sand Kingdom. The Sandland.
Never heard of it. Sandland video game.
Bandai Namco.
Book by Akira Toriyama. That's why it looks
yes.
That's why it looks like Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's. That does not look like a JRPG to me.
It's
I thought that was what it's supposed to be.
I thought it looked more like
he's driving a car shooting at pterodactyls. What the fuck?
That's role playing video game.
Yeah, you play the role of a shooter, man.
When I saw the trailer, I thought it was like some sort of what's the Dragon Ball Worlds thing?
Kakarot?
No, where you're like
Xenoverse.
Xenoverse. I thought it was like a Xenoverse.
Yeah, I don't. This
arena
is not a
type thing.
It says RPG. I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, Destiny also says MMO, but it's not. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing the roles. We're playing the roles of dudes who think people listen to them. So there's that, man. Fucking.
That's crazy.
Let me.
Okay, so with that being said, I'll play it. Yeah, if it's just cut out.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
He put the
look at this.
Put the trailer up. Yeah,
that's not a JRPG.
Yeah, that is. Keep playing some more stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck? Okay, I take back everything I just said. That is not.
I'm just gonna be petty for a moment. I remember when this came out and we were talking about it, I said, hey, it looks like Xenoverse. And everybody was like, no, you're stupid, Snarf. You're a fucking idiot. Doesn't look anything
Everybody
like
said that?
Yeah, well, that's how I remember it, all right?
We never talked about that on here.
Tell me different, all right? You don't even remember it.
We never talked about that on this podcast.
I don't remember us talking about that, but, it's okay.
This is news to me.
You don't deserve anything.
That is the
first
time.
If I did say that to you, it probably was warranted because of what you did with me with, the economy So it's probably okay.
Yeah, probably.
They're beefing.
But
We're done.
I was talking about that just because I saw it recently, and I was like, oh, this looks like it says role playing game. So I was like, oh, look, another JRPG, even though it doesn't say Dragon Quest on it. But what I just saw that you played, that is not a JRPG. That's not a JRPG.
That's Akira Toriyama, man. Everything he does looks like you know it when you see it. So
Yeah.
for sure. But that is. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Tony, where can they find you?
You can find me at HeyyyyyTony, Hey with 5 Y's, TONY, on Twitch, also on YouTube as well. Am I on TikTok? I am on TikTok. Holy shit.
For the kids.
Yeah. I don't really post, but you guys will see me on Twitch. You will. Come on by, enjoy yourselves. Hopefully you do. Yeah. How about you, Solid?
Here. You can find me here.
We're gonna get you to stream. I'm gonna poke the bear, and I'm gonna get it to happen.
Fat jokes already. Good way to start.
Okay,
off.
and you can find me. You can find me on YouTube.com, FistTruck YouTube stuff. There's that, and FistTruck TV, and that's about it. So, and until next time, goodbye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.